Welcome to another video. Again, before I get started, go ahead and hit that like and please subscribe. Now today, I want to address the notion, or not even notion necessarily, but here it is. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm under the opinion that black people, black Americans, are the most patriotic out of any group. Not that it's a competition, but it appears history suggests that we are. Let me give you a few details. Yesterday, I happened to see a short documentary regarding the Harlem Hellfighters, which was a all-black regiment in World War II. And actually, if you click the link below, I'm going to put that documentary. And also, Spike Lee made a movie a while back regarding the Harlem Hellfighters, I believe. I think it was The Miracle at St. Anna. But anyway, I was watching that movie and it basically showed the dedication of the African Americans as well as a lot of achievements that they accomplished militarily. And unfortunately, they didn't get the credit due until after the fact, as in a lot of instances. So that really got me thinking. We are the most patriotic. We sacrifice more for this country than anyone, even since the beginning. A lot of people may not know Crispus Attucks, who was a black man, actually was the first person to die for this country when it comes to the American Revolution. That's what kicked it off. So, like I said, from the start, and I ain't even got to mention the whole slave trade. We built this country. But even after that, in terms of patriotism and voluntarily, man, it's so much we done did for this country and continue to do for this country that this shouldn't even be a question. And it's really not a question. I believe the powers that be definitely know this, but I really want to put this video for the average Joe, the average person, regardless of what group you go by. But when it comes to patriotism, we definitely are the most patriotic, hands down. We die for this country, literally. So, and this is to counter any notion that we're not, because the term, and I don't too much like the term reverse racism, or if a person of African descent or is highlighting achievements made by him and his people, a lot of people tend to look at that as reverse racism, or it's about hating another group or hating white folks. And hell no, it actually has nothing to do with white people. Loving who you are ain't got nothing to do with white people. But again, I want to just get into the examples of patriotism throughout history that my people have displayed. Again, from the Crispus Attucks, so many military achievements. My grandfather himself was a POW for 2 years in the Korean War. So we certainly proved our dedication to this country, whether directly or indirectly. And again, we're still continuing to do so. And this is, again, if you're a person of African descent, and of course, two things, and this is why the establishment know if a black person, if he's, hate the white man, the establishment, the powers that be don't too much take that serious. They expect that. They understand what's been done. They understand that we can't be racist. We can't practice racism. Even all they looking at it as, he's just complaining about his condition. But again, if you're a person of African descent, and of course we know what this establishment has done to us, but I'm saying this to say, and I'm not even sure if this is the right statement, but be proud of who you are. Be proud to be an American. And I don't even feel right saying that. Not that I'm anti-American, but again, this is to re-emphasize the sacrifices, whether directly or indirectly or voluntarily, our forefathers made for us. You got to understand, man, a lot of our people were murdered and lynched. Like I said, we died for this country, so we're not going to just discard that. This is where the whole reparations come in as well, because we want our just due. And we got it coming. There's no way around that. Like I said, man, we died for this country. So to an African American person, don't disregard that when it comes to patriotism. You know, hit them right there. Like, hey, man, we made the ultimate sacrifices. So ain't nobody as American as me, other than the Native American. But you know the context I'm putting this as. Ain't nobody as American as a black person. He physically, spiritually, really in all aspects, he died for this country. Be no greater of a sacrifice. And again, like I said, whether it was a voluntarily sacrifice or a forced sacrifice, that's really not the issue. The issue is just I want to reemphasize to anybody of African descent out there, African Americans, that hey man, don't willingly discard your piece of this American pie. And I'm not saying go along and get along with the what I mean, but like I said, you stand up and reclaim. We need to retake what's ours. Like I said, man, there's so much, our blood is in this soil. And again, nobody is more patriotic than us. So don't let nobody try to discredit you in any way when it comes to that. And another thing, because of course, usually when we hear about the U.S. and when it comes to patriotism, we like, hell nah, because of what was done to us. Of course, rightfully so. But in the same token, since that sacrifice was made, whether voluntarily or not, we need to claim that, because it'll be a travesty to the people that died before us, our ancestors, our forefathers, our grandmamas, our grandfathers, even from the civil rights movement. Every person that was jailed or beat or water hose made that sacrifice for us, and we claiming all of it because, you know, of course, a lot of groups would like to kind of use that patriotism, American talk, or any group for that matter, if they try, and then that's your ticket to step up. Yeah, we are patriotic. Yeah, God bless America, because my people died for this country. That's how you hit them with that when they try to, you know, pull any indirect, you know, indirect attempts to discredit or to try to lower your value as a human or as an American, since this video is pretty much about patriotism. And that's what I mean when I say that, as far as us being more patriotic than anybody. You know, we made all the sacrifices, the ones that count anyway. And this is not to discredit anyone else's sacrifice, but you know what I'm talking about. And again, like I said, when you hear that, even when you see an American flag, again, like I said, our first, I'm not going to say our, like every African American, you know, but the first, it's kind of like a mixed feeling thing, because yeah, we know we're from America, we from here, and it's all good, but you know, this country has done a lot of damage to us and still continues to do a lot of damage to us, but yet and still we are this country as well. It's interwoven. So we need to try not to, again, disregard the past sacrifices made, and think of those sacrifices made as well as the achievements, all the things that we contributed to this country. Again, from like, I don't care, from everyday things, from the stoplight to the kids super soaker, open heart surgery. You know, it's a lot of things that we are responsible for that we contributed to this country that we perhaps may or may not get credit for. But again, we can't expect anyone else to give us credit or uphold us credit. And this is where we need to preserve the knowledge and the legacies and commemorate certain individuals or groups and achievements that was done, so lest we will forget, and we teach the kids so they can actually truly be proud to be an American in the honest way. It's when it comes to, like I said, the achievements, or if anybody or any comment about, like I said, about us not being patriotic at all, that's bullshit. I just wanted to just touch on that today, right now, because again, I saw that Harlem Hellfire documentary, and it just had me thinking, like, man, we really done did a whole lot and continue to do a whole lot of this country. So, of course, by default, we are Americans, citizens. So, when when you hear me say I'm proud to be American, and I never really said that, but if I was to say it, or if I do, or when I do, or if I do say it, that's pretty much what I mean, as far as the sacrifices made, even when it comes to the lynchings and all that. You know, people died for you, and just like for a religious person, yeah, Jesus died for you. You know, our ancestors died for you, and we got the proof. You don't even gotta believe that. And I'm not. This ain't no shot at the religion. I'm just saying, as far as in that as an example. You know, and unfortunately, we got proof that our ancestors died for us. So, with that being said, we need to take claim on it.